Really bad news about the 720 GTR. So bad, in fact, that we have to pull the plug and go get the car in this video. Sucks. This isn't clickbait, this isn't bullshit. We bought this body kit that was supposed to be this beautiful exposed carbon fiber. I mean, it is a crazy kit, but it's turned out to have way more problems than any of us ever expected. And now we're at a standstill and we have to find a solution. But in the meantime, we have to get the car. Let's get trucking. By the way, you guys dress nice.
Thank you.
If you want to go to shopvideo.com, we're gonna need lots of money to figure out how to fix this car. It's frustrating because the part I thought would be really easy, putting a body on it.
Like you said, 3 days. Let's bring it in. Let's bolt it on.
Bolts right on. It's shown to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to require way more than you even understand right now, which we will explain, I promise. But the mechanical part was actually a few days.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, man, this car is wrecked. The insurance company totaled it. How much work is it going to be to put this thing back together? Can we put it back together? And it was like, oh yeah, this is easy.
We can drive the car right now. If it was insured, obviously, we could drive it. But this kit Damon ordered, I was told one thing, we got something else. And that's where today's drama lies. So hopefully find a solution. But it sounds like, well, I don't want to get too far of myself.
There's a lot going on.
Let's just get there. You want to drive? You're a truck driver, aren't you?
Let's go, I'll drive.
You want both drive? Gas, brake. The gym for the first time and I am sore. Whoa, why is the truck so tall? So we're in that tough spot right now where all the cars are broken or not here. The F12 isn't quite done yet.
Not yet, getting close though.
The KB43 car has a significant transmission leak. So for Damon to drive when he gets here in a few days, what's he have?
Truck, the van, and the Hummer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he'll be real excited about that.
We have to get a shop car that's on brand for the Dave DDE brand. So I'm thinking we shop for a Rolls-Royce Phantom, like an 06, 07 Phantom. And that's just the car we have when we go for lunch, tool pickups and all that.
Something to run around with instead of the van.
How cool would it be to have like a Phantom parked out front? Like you guys in your work clothes on and
jump out all dirty.
In a Phantom? Comment below. Would that be cool? That'd be about 140,000 Canadian. It's 100 US. It's like Damon's weekend in Vegas at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, basically. Same. Probably have more resale value with a Phantom though. Well, used Phantom, I guess.
How beautiful is Huntington Beach? We're on the PCH right now, we have palm trees. Pretty lucky to be here for work.
It is absolutely amazing.
Mike, from the get-go, we knew that this car was gonna be a challenge.
I was questioning it from the start when you said 3 days, before I even saw the kit. And then when I saw the kit, we started trying to fit it. I was like, there is no way. This is like 3-week project. There's no way that we're gonna be able to get this done in 3 days. And then at the same time, if we're gonna leave it exposed carbon, all of these seams don't fit, nothing lines up. The fenders are wider than the bumper.
Which is the real issue here, is the fact that this carbon needs to be modified.
What's up guys, how are you?
How bad's the kit?
I mean, it's all depends. If you guys want to keep it carbon, it's really bad.
Really bad?
Yeah, I mean, I already talked to the company, even they showed me some render that we have to do everything. We did some trimming. We have a lip before sticking out.
Yeah.
So we have to cut the lip complete to get those lights fit. Everything is fit perfect, but right here you have double right here. I can show you from what he sent me. He said he designed it to be like this.
Like this?
Yes.
This car will not stay exposed carbon.
You need body work.
Hundreds of hours, like possibly 1,000 hours. Kings is the best. They're an automotive collision center. They're not a custom rebodying carbon fiber shop. It's not what they do. So we came to a point where I'm like, this is so much to ask for these boys here. And have all these customer cars. It doesn't make sense for the car to stay here. It needs to go somewhere that specializes in this style of thing. And I don't know who that is yet. And that's the problem in today's video is we're gonna take the car back. We're gonna find a shop that can take on a project.
Set up to do like fiberglass work.
Yeah.
Well,
it's work.
Yeah, and it's also, you have people who do this every day, right? And you guys don't do this kind of work. The kit for that car is over fenders.
Yeah.
So they don't have to fit perfectly. Like it's a rivet-on kit.
Is that
You don't have to come
That is my car.
That's your car? What's your car here?
It needed a paint job.
You double-ended us, you son of a bitch.
Remember where you found Diad from? Through me, right?
Was it really? Never mind. You're still a son of a For you to be profitable as a business, 12 guys working here, they can't all work on one car for 2 weeks.
Yeah, the problem is also too, some of the stuff you have to modify the brackets. I do not have the tools for this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like what Mike said, we do a lot of over fender stuff, you know what I mean? That's the stuff we can do here in the shop. It's not something we cannot do, but it requires so much work.
He gave it a shot, right? But he said, hey, look, this is not what we're set up for. And he's not gonna drag it out and go, yeah, no problem. And that's how cars end up. Yeah,
That's called integrity. This car is not going to SEMA. That's dead. But I appreciate you having the integrity to say like, hey, this isn't going to work. Because it has happened to us, people overpromise and underdeliver.
Yep.
I had knows what he's capable, his team's capable of, and a timeline. So that's what you want, that respectful relationship.
But the problem is the timeline, definitely we cannot do it.
We're going to load up all this today.
Okay.
Put it in a pile and let it on fire. Mike, talk about your car for a second.
So this is my road race car I've been working on for 6 years, maybe longer. And it was just a side project.
Hold on.
At the shop.
6 years. You want to finish this one for 6 days?
Yeah. But this was a
Yes.
total side project where I think for a couple years we didn't even touch it. And then we'd work on it for a couple days and then it'd sit for months. And it was like whenever we weren't busy at the shop, which was very rare, we'd work on this. Finally got it all done, took it out to track a couple times, made some changes. The car's working well. Now it's time for a paint job. So took it over to King's. But this is what they do. Like this is a race car paint job.
So now the challenge is to find a reputable facility to finish this car. We were told you buy the kit, it shows up, it bolts on. Like we're ordering the Bentley GT3 kit for Continental. And Mike and I talking about that fact that, it's a factory kit. So they take a factory chassis and they bolt that on. So it'll be some modifications, but it's like, you don't have to create a bracket.
Of course.
You don't have to re-engineer a shape, like for the lights.
Like a big misconception too. They're like, just scan the car and then it's like, oh, you just print the kit out. It doesn't work like that. If the scan data isn't perfect and all of those curves and all the geometry from that car gets off by a couple millimeters when they measure point to point, if that's not perfect, then the whole kit won't fit. So it really does need to be made, test fitted, modified. Like it might take a couple iterations of the kit before they get it right.
That's why the Bentley kit's like $100,000 and this kit is much less than that. Hey, it's Carlos. How you doing, buddy?
Good, David. Coulter, how are you doing?
Right side up. Is this a conversation that could have been a text message or is this a phone call?
Well, it's a phone call because, like, when I hear your voice, it pulls my mood up. It seems fickle, but it just has such an impact on my day. I'll be there tomorrow.
What time are you going to be here tomorrow?
I would hope to be there by noon.
Oh, wow.
It's going to depend on stuff.
All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow at noon. So this would have been, just for clear for communication right now, this could have been a text saying, hey, I'll be there tomorrow at noon. I'll see you guys at noon. You'll be there at noon. And I replied, yes, or a thumbs up. So apparently this is a Mike Assa build vlog. He's been saddle bagging.
I mean, you guys know I already took over the channel.
Hired Damon and I.
Yeah, you guys are, skating on thin ice though. So just watch yourself and your spendings. I see, see new Rolexes and
That's
new shoes.
Get the
and,
Damon, these are your old. Pay attention, Mike, boss. So this is your body kit. How much does this kit cost?
It's like $3,000.
How the is that possible?
Yeah.
You see?
Well, here's the
And it
difference,
fits.
right? Like it doesn't replace every panel on the car. It's fiberglass. It's matte. It's not cloth. It's not.
And it's not gonna look perfect. You don't want it to look perfect. It's a race car.
It is a race car.
This is an example of something that you guys can bang out in a few days, not 1,000 hours. And there's no carbon fiber, and it fits. What happened here though? Did you drop it?
No, this one has a little small crack.
Oh, it's a pile of Mike. You.
Like I said, it's a $3,000 body kit. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's going on a BMW, which like if you put this car on a 325 or a kit on a
What's the pile of
325,
that car? Is that for fun or are you selling that?
it's for fun and for sale. Like everything I have is for sale because I can always build another one. So if you guys are looking for an awesome car,
How much would you sell the car for when it's done?
probably like 55.
That's pretty cool.
Brand new engine.
Pretty nice.
Very clean.
Well, you want to buy it?
No, I have another one.
He's got a lot.
You shoot my hand, dude. That's how business works, man. Damon says, how's 720 going? Any updates?
Well,
It's
about that.
all done.
Talk to him.
We just finished it. It is now an
We're-
M3 wide body.
We're actually picking it up right now.
Yeah, we just picked it up. It's good to go. See my Damon. I thought I was gonna help you do it in 3 days.
Yep.
When we want to do things that have never been done before, this is the process. It takes time. And as you guys know, even the F12 project, we're into that thing for how many hours now would you say?
A ton already, and there's so much more to do.
It just takes time to do these things at this level. Whereas if you guys watch our videos since the beginning, it used to be wrap a car, put wheels in the car, build done. Now we're actually building.
Yeah.
Like this car to have the engine built and all that stuff was a year and over $100,000. So like when this car is done, this could be a possibly $800,000 build. It's crazy, time and money. I appreciate you guys watching these videos because you watching every video helps finance all this. We want to show you guys, that's why we brought Mike on, to show you, here's how you build a race car. Here's all the steps. The ones that watch those videos, and I know who you are, I have a list of your addresses. I'm start knocking on random doors at 2 in the morning. Be like, hey man, thanks for watching the video.
Drop in like Santa Claus.
Let's load this thing up, and let's get it out of here, and let's bring ads and projects that are more fun. Do you want to paint the minivan?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. All right.
He said he could, he doesn't want to.
Load up.
All right, so I'm gonna hop in the truck. I'm gonna go over and borrow Ayed's trailer again. Could have gone to my shop and grabbed mine. We could have brought the DDE trailer, but that's just kind of a hassle to move around. And honestly, Ayed's trailer is so awesome. It's that self-lowering one. It makes loading this thing up a breeze. So we're gonna grab the trailer, hook it up, grab the 720 and all of the components, throw them in the back of the truck, throw them in the back of the van, and head back to HQ.
Problem is the front axle is lifted up because look how high our winch is. It's set up for our trailer, but we lost the key. Well, I don't know who we is, but the key's missing, Mark.
So what are we gonna do? Well, it's not our trailer, right?
So before we blow this thing on the trailer and forget that the wing is held on by a couple of aluminum rivets, we're gonna drill those out so we don't lose that, I don't know, $20,000 piece of carbon fiber wing. Yeah, and the other one that's not bolted down. Yeah, exactly. Removed.
Tim, can you handle that downforce right now?
Yeah, don't go too fast.
Remember those memes where it's like a picture of a dog and it's like, does the dog wear pants like this or like this? Does it go here? Or does it go here? You know?
But it's front wheel drive.
Oh, so it goes on the front.
Well, hopefully this thing will start and we can load it up without any issues. I hope it says 45 as it should. Now we come to know McLaren's.
Yes.
All right. It woke up. 45 days.
All right.
All right, well, that doesn't mean it's gonna start then. So you're gonna have to let me out.
What?
You're gonna have to let me out because I don't have a handle anymore.
Okay.
All right.
What does he want? Oh! Hey, what's up?
Something just crunched up there in the front. I was turning and I was like, I don't know what it is. Crunch up. Oh. It's the wiring. I think it got caught in the wheel. Dude, it made a sound in the car like I ran over the headlight or something. So yeah, it was probably just the loose wires like rubbing against something. All right, try again.
Wait. Let's lift you up first. Look, look. Holy moly.
He might be able to get out. If he has to get out of the window, I think he's...
Oh, the window doesn't go down.
No! No!
We're gonna have to see if the new wing is gonna clear the fender wells of the trailer. Oh.
Don't worry, we could take the fender off.
Okay, Mark, don't worry. Now Mike can get out.
Mike, you can get out now.
Go ahead,
Well,
Mike.
he doesn't have a door latch.
See?
Woo!
Dude, it's so hot in here. It gets so hot so fast.
Dude, you're almost trapped in this car.
I know. I was like, oh man. Now you guys raised the trailer. I can't back it off. We got this thing on the trailer, and thank goodness that they pulled the front end off because look how wide this is here. Like this is hanging out over the side, and the front bumper is even wider than that. So there's no way we would have got on the trailer without it. Like even if we backed the car on, we would have had to leave the front wheels barely on the edge of the trailer to get it on here. Possibly an issue. If we need to tow this car anywhere, how are we gonna do that with this new wide body kit? We're gonna have to get pretty creative. If something happens and it breaks down, how do we get it back to the shop? Dude, where'd Dave go? To load up everything, he disappeared and he's just gone. I'm gonna have to dock his pay.
Check the office. There's someone laying down in the couch.
We had to get the car, all the body panels, the old body panels, all back. We did bring the van, but the bed of the truck is pretty small. Dave, you, Mike are in the truck, so there's only so much room inside the truck also. Let's see how much we can fit in both vehicles.
I'm not worried about scratching it anymore, knowing that this thing needs so much work just to get it to fit, and it's not gonna be exposed carbon because it doesn't fit.
You think we're gonna have enough room for everything?
I was just thinking about that, and the fact is that we have to come back to drop the trailer off.
Okay.
So we can pick up the rest of the parts. It's not like we're taking this thing to another body shop today, and we need everything right now. all out of space. Gotta make another trip tomorrow. You ready to go?
Yeah, is the car loaded up?
Car's loaded up, sir.
My guess, an FD champion.
Hey, what's up? That's the proper name. You got it. You know what's up.
Dave apparently just gets lazy over there.
He does, as you can see by him lounging on the couch while we're loading everything up.
100%.
Uh-huh. No, he just quietly walked away.
What's your last name actually, King?
I wish. Maybe Queen.
Well, thank you. Thank you for what you did.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
We will bring you the F12 to paint the inside, and then I ordered a custom body kit for Bentley. We'll talk later.
Oh, okay. There we go. I mean,
It's actually made by Bentley. Are we gonna install that, or are you gonna? Are we doing that?
that's easy.
We can install that. He's gonna come by and help us out if we need help.
Really? How about you just finance it? All I need to do is pay for the body kit, and I'll do the rest. Let's get the car out of here. Doing like insurance come with it? No, it's not insured. It's right off. I was gonna say we just throw off a trailer and let it bounce around. Like,
And retotal it again.
Damon, good news or bad news? What's the good news? It's sunny today. It's a bad news. We just lost another 720. All right, let's go, boys.
All right. All right, so we're back at the HQ. Gonna get this thing unloaded, get it back in the shop. We don't have anywhere for this car to go at the moment. It is just another project that is going to get tucked away under one of the lifts, and we'll have to figure out what's next. So I'm excited to drive Damon's Senna. But I mean, that is if he lets me drive it. Getting in and out of these things this seat is actually a bit loose on me. I think it's like the extra wide version. I'm not 100% sure. I know Damon said there were different size seats that were available in the Sennas. I don't know what came in his. Dude, these things are just so sick. I wanted to drive this car so bad, but we got a Senna. So maybe I'll actually drive the Senna before I get to drive the 720 GTR. Not a bad trade-off. No body for a little while. I looked into it and we can't get the car registered without a body on it. So otherwise I'll send it back right now. Not how I want to go with this project.
Oh, you're gonna have to squeeze out a little.
Yeah, no worries. I'll duck out of here.
What are you doing?
Damon's got a transporter outside. We're just gonna load it up.
What?
I don't know. He said transporter's outside for the 720. Load it up.
To go.
Well, I don't know. He just said load it up.
The secret to a good marriage is communication, but apparently Dim has a plan for this car he hasn't shared. Mike's moving the 720 saying that you have a transport here to pick it up. Do you want to share and us know the plan with that? Told you the plan? You didn't tell me the plan. The girls gonna sit in there. Tell you the plan? No. Is he going out to Canada?
We have so much stuff going on. No, I'm not going to send it to Fast Track. I have a solution. There is another body shop. It's not in this state. It is in this country. So it's going to go to Arizona. There's a shop called Creative Bespoke. They actually work with the manufacturer who made the kit for the 720. They've done many of his kits in the past. And ironically, they have a very similar kit. And it was just as, by the way, our kit isn't a one-off. The other 720 kit that's like our kit from the same guy, he has something wrong with his molds like we talked about. The kit's a disaster. Even for that car, they can't keep exposed carbon. They have 500 man hours into putting that kit together. So just to back up why Ayed over at King's was like in over his head, that's not what they specialize in. The downside is he has so many projects right now that he's finishing for SEMA. He can't start until SEMA's like come and gone. So that's a week into November. Then we have Christmas and then he can keep it going. So he figures about 500 man hours to get the 720 looking good. It won't be able to stay carbon.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's
Now, he said if I want to contact the manufacturer, because now we have a little more time, a buffer time, he can try to remake those fenders in the front bumper so it lines up so we can keep it carbon. So it's my choice. In the meantime, if I want the car put together, it's about 500 hours of body work, molding, and in fact, I even have a video. You guys want to see what it kind of looks like when it's together?
So is that a carbon kit that's not been modified not to be carbon?
That's a carbon kit. That's exactly like our kit, but it's 2x2 weave. So you can see how he's molded the headlights and see how they did all that. And look how many guys he's got on it.
Yeah, so much.
He said he's got 5 guys on it. But see how they had to mold the sockets in and all that. So and see he's showing the gaps and stuff. So he says 500 hours. That car is getting picked up by his transport guy because he just happened to be getting an Aventador, an OC, and he goes, "You want to throw your car on my transport? It'll save you some money." I said, "Sure."
Yeah.
So that's why the kind of the surprise story. So let's go get the car. Let's put it on the trailer.
Can I ask a question first though?
Sure.
500 hours is the complete, or how much is into that car so far?
No, that'll be complete. And that would even include for us a paint job. The downside is it's going to cost a bunch of money. Their shop fees is $150 an hour. Hold on. It is. But he was talking like a good deal for us in exchange for some marketing, of course. So come on, let's go get the car. Let's get the car loaded up and see if we can't get the front end maybe remade.
Yeah.
Because I know I would prefer for the car to stay carbon. I know you guys would prefer for the car to stay carbon. And now we have time. Like we were trying to get this banged out for SEMA and get the car wrapped so it would be in the InnoTech booth.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen now. What's looking like what we will end up doing is wrapping another car and hopefully putting it in the booth. More on that in the future. But let's fire this thing up. Let's get it to his guy. He's actually been here, I think, for like 20 minutes, but he didn't know where we were because we have no signage on the outside of our building.
Can you shoot some flames for good old time's sake before it goes?
Dude, it takes like 10 minutes to warm up.
I got time.
Yeah, I don't think the transport guy has time.
He's got time.
Get it real hot before you put it in his trailer and strap it down.
Flames?
Fire it up and let's take it outside because with it idling in here, we're all gonna have a problem. Won't be able to breathe.
Body panels to go with this, a bumper, rear end, the boxers.
We got half a car. We have like 3 engines. He's so confused.
I got space for all of them. Let's do it.
He told you were gonna get a bunch of body work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Do you guys want to start pulling that out now?
Got it.
I'll warm this thing up because he wants to see us shoot flames again. Well, it's like a 7-foot flame.
Yeah.
You want to see that?
Yeah, I like flames. Let's do it.
Man, I did it for you guys. Got you.
I don't warm up.
I got your front, David's got your back. Yeah, you know what, those door panels? There's a whole shitload of stuff upstairs in the mezzanine. Put it upstairs, thinking the car would be here for months. My best friend David Fire doesn't communicate.
Now they gotta go get all the stuff upstairs. I'm so sorry. You know what's funny? Usually Dave's the one that's really good at like getting things done, and like if there's a problem, Dave will tackle it and like handle that. For example, we had a big problem with Senna. We'll get to that later. I came up with a solution this time, but I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody. And we say goodbye, probably for a while. But I'm going to take you guys, we're gonna fly out to Arizona and we're gonna make a build series on this car. We made sure that that was part of the negotiations with getting this car built for the channel. So there'll be plenty of build episodes to see this car come together. And fingers crossed, we can work with the manufacturer and get some new panels made so that it all lines up and can stay exposed carbon. For now, we don't know if that's gonna be the case, but worst case scenario, the car is gonna get built, it'll get a paint job, and then we'll put the the epic large style livery back on it.
Dude, it looks cool just like this. I know it sounds really dumb, but like, it's funny when it's driving, like the ECUs, you can see ECUs flexing in the back. Is that a fuel?
Grab Mike and Tim and see if they can take the side skirts off real quick. Okay. Like that's what's too wide for the trailer right now.
So I told the transporter that the car is actually stock width, but with these carbon extensions on the doors, it's too wide. So I'm gonna take a peek and see if I can pull them off of here.
Those have to come off. They can't. It won't fit on the trailer.
Let me see how many bolts they put in. Doesn't look like they put a lot, so 11s. It's good they're not tight.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in between the wells. That's another reason why it's not always fun to wide body everything, because all of a sudden putting a wide body car on trailers becomes a real pain in the ass. Yeah, that's proof. This right here has now made the car too wide. So if like all of a sudden this whole kit was done, you got to remember the wheels and everything gets spaced to fit the width of the car. So like, the fact that Mike can just pull that off is saving the day. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, no
just
problem.
Throw it on the grass for now or whatever.
We'll set it next to the other parts.
There we go. That's gonna help.
Yeah, they only stuck.
Mike took it off with his hand, so.
The question is this: when the car's all done, how do you transport it? We have to build a trailer for it.
That's why I said like there is trailers that it'll fit, but yeah, once you have the wheels and everything put on this car, it's gonna be a pain. It'll be like the 488. Trying to transport that thing around was a pain.
We'll just have to drive it then, guys.
Let's drive that.
We'll do a road trip in a car that only has enough fuel for 45 minutes. 17.
I want to buy a fuel truck.
And it's E85.
Do you support fuel trucks? You buy like an older, smaller tanker, like this, like the dual rear axle, like not a trailer, like the one unit, full of E85 that just follows around, and paint it to match, or wrap it to match the car. That's what we're doing.
The doors won't be able to open. You probably make it through that window better than I will. Mike will do it. He'll make it through that window. I will have a hard time.
Yeah, I'll squeeze on through.
Hold it right there. Now straighten out.
All right, this is it. Now we need to see what happens here. We're gonna find out the fate of the Fury. We need to find out if we can keep this in carbon or if it's going to get the 500 man hours and send it down and then a paint job to make it work. Stay tuned for that.
By the way, I just solved 5 problems by not making a phone call. Carlos, text me. Hey Dave, we'll be there tomorrow at noon. Do you know if people call instead of just text? Oh, just text me, dude. No, hey, I need to talk to you. So, lunch tomorrow. What are you thinking? Do you want to do Luna Grill or do you want to do Luna Grill? We love Luna Grill because it's
Looks
healthy.
like you have too many options.
You in?
We just eat.
Do you want to buy a timeshare or not?